Hey, what's up guys, it's HoodManiac360 and welcome back to StarWarsThon, the series where I review every Star Wars film until The Rise of Skywalker. And today, I'm going to be reviewing the final chapter in the prequel trilogy, Revenge of the Sith. So let's get this started. So the film starts off with Anakin and Obi-Wan saving Chancellor Palpatine from Count Dooku. They get into a lightsaber fight and Obi-Wan gets injured and unconscious. So Anakin kills Dooku, frees Palpatine, and carries Obi-Wan to where another villain is hiding. This villain's name is General Grievous. General Grievous is this really big battle droid that has 4 freaking lightsabers because he has 4 arms. Damn. Anyways, Obi-Wan wakes up and they go into the cockpit of the ship they're on and find Grievous, but unfortunately he escapes like the coward he is. So they land the ship on the Jedi planet where Padme is there waiting for Anakin, and she tells him that she's pregnant and wants to have the baby on Naboo. Abort. Sorry. Also, more good news for Anakin. Since he killed Count Dooku, he is now a member of the Jedi Council, but he doesn't have the rank of Jedi Master. And a little bit more bad news for Anakin. Remember in Attack of the Clones when Anakin had nightmares about his mother being tortured? Well, now he's having nightmares about Padme dying of childbirth. So he talks to Palpatine about it, and he tells Anakin about the tragedy of Darth Plagueis. He was a very powerful Sith Lord whom had the power to save people from dying. But eventually he lost the power. He told his apprentice, and his apprentice killed him in his sleep. Anakin asks Palpatine if it's possible to learn this power, and Palpatine says this.
Not from a Jedi.
Now this is a very interesting scene, as it's Anakin's motivation for becoming a Sith, but we'll get to that later. Eventually, Obi-Wan, Yoda, and a bunch of other Jedi Masters go to a different planet to find General Grievous and end the Clone Wars. Obi-Wan finds General Grievous and they lightsaber fight, and eventually he kills Grievous by shooting him with a clone's gun. Meanwhile, on the Jedi planet, Palpatine tells Anakin that he knows the dark side, and Anakin figures out that Palpatine is actually a Sith Lord. Not just a Sith Lord, but the Sith Lord, as in the Emperor. Yeah, this guy. So he tells Mace Windu and he and Palpatine get into a lightsaber fight, but Palpatine's lightsaber falls out of the window, and Mace Windu has him surrounded, and Anakin shows up, and Palpatine tries to electrocute Mace Windu, but he deflects the electricity to Palpatine, and he becomes very pale and wrinkled. And Mace Windu says he's just gonna kill him, but Anakin says he must have a trial. But Mace Windu ignores Anakin and is about to kill Palpatine, but Anakin grabs his lightsaber and cuts off Mace Windu's hand, and his lightsaber falls out of the window, giving Palpatine the chance to kill Mace Windu. Anakin made a terrible mistake, but then he pledges himself to the Emperor and changes his name to Darth Vader. Then the Emperor tells the clones to execute Order 66, which is when the clones kill all of the Jedi. Many Jedi were killed in this attack. Hell, even Anakin killed younglings. Then again, Anakin has killed children before with the Sand People. Anyways, Obi-Wan and Yoda, the last 2 Jedis remaining, figure out what's going on, so Yoda tells Obi-Wan that he has to fight Anakin, and Yoda will fight the Emperor. Obi-Wan reluctantly agrees. He tells Padme what's going on, and at first she doesn't believe him, but after going to where Anakin is, and when Anakin tells her that the Jedi are traitors, she is forced to believe Obi-Wan. Speaking of Obi-Wan, when he gets out of the ship, Anakin sees him and starts to force choke Padme. When he lets go, him and Obi-Wan have what is, in my opinion, the best lightsaber fight in the whole franchise. While all this is happening, Yoda is fighting the Emperor. Yoda eventually gets separated from the fight and decides the Emperor was too strong, so he leaves. Meanwhile, with Obi-Wan and Anakin, Obi-Wan lands on a patch of rocks, and when Anakin goes after him, Obi-Wan cuts off his arms and legs. Then Anakin gets caught on fire and burns to near death. By the way, they're on a lava planet. Obi-Wan takes Anakin's lightsaber and leaves. The Emperor eventually finds Anakin, and to keep him alive, he puts him in a robot-like suit and gives him a mask. Padme then gives birth to 2 babies, a boy and a girl, Luke and Leia. But because of what happened, she dies. And as for the babies, Leia gets sent to Alderaan, where she's raised by politicians. And Luke gets sent to Tatooine, where Anakin's stepbrother and wife are there. And they take care of Luke. And from time to time, Obi-Wan will watch over Luke because he is exiled to Tatooine. And Yoda is exiled to the Dagobah systems. And that's the end of the trilogy. What are my thoughts on this trilogy? It's not that good, but I mean, this was good. Without a shadow of a doubt, this is the best Star Wars prequel ever made because it has the best story, the best lightsaber fights, and that final battle between Obi-Wan and Anakin was friggin' amazing. Now, you might be thinking that this is it for Star Wars, right? No. It's time to review Disney Star Wars.